I like that. I think that's a fucking great feature. The single button assistant will suggest damage abilities for you to use. Use it like any other ability. Where's the button? Top right of the book. Ah, good one. Thank you. The single button assistant will suggest damage abilities for you to use like any... So this says damage abilities. It doesn't say defensive abilities. All right, let's go. I don't mind. This isn't bad. If this only does as a tank spec, if this only, let's just make it like normal. If this only does damage abilities for you and you still have agency over your cooldowns, I don't think that'll be that bad for people. Do my bindings work? Yes, they do. All right, cool. So I'm going to taunt this, and then I'm just going to press, okay. So I think that Bone Stormed outside of D&D. That's the one problem I have. We haven't tombstoned yet either. Alright, let's go and pull another pack and see what goes on. I'm not gonna pre-D&D in. So a D&D is when you get close. Dude, I just consumptioned on full runes. Blood Boil, D&D, Heart Strike, Heart Strike, Heart Strike, Heart Strike. Doesn't interrupt for you. See, it's gonna Bone Storm out of D&D again too, which isn't like great. Obviously, because you miss out on all the Shattering Bones damage. It's not bad, so it doesn't interrupt for you, and it doesn't look like it... I mean, I haven't... let's go back outside. I'll go and change it to Mythic. I don't think it's going to do any CDs for you. But it's not bad for a single button to help someone, and then all you have to do is monitor your cooldowns. And you could pay attention to the rest of the dungeon. I don't think this is a bad thing. But what I do worry about is the amount of people that aren't going to maybe understand it, run in, don't do any cooldowns. Yeah, it doesn't. So it'll do... Yeah, I'll just kill myself to death here. It also is not death striking. Like, I'm in purgatory right now and it doesn't death strike. So that's interesting too. It comes up to pop Dancing Rune Weapon really quickly, which is awesome. But it doesn't death strike when you're at like... I'm low health and it's not death striking. Its function is to get to 7 stacks of Gift of the Sandland, like ASAP. So it just has Vampiric Strike recycling on it, and it doesn't death strike, which is interesting. Let me see. I wonder if it's like, does it use Tombstone ASAP to get my Dancing Rune Weapon back up? Blood Boil. I'm still not death striking. Here we go. Get a death strike. I got Dancing Rune. It Bone Storms before putting D&D down. It needs to be the other way around. So we're just getting stacks of this here. It does 2 Blood Boils back to back too. Death Strike, bro. Get a Death Strike off. There we go. That was a... Not sure if that back-to-back Death Strike then. Yeah, it's a bit worrying that that's going to be really interesting for Pug Tanks. I'm just going to Icebound Fortitude to see how... Use Death Strike. Death Strike. Death Strike. Yeah. I think that's going to cause some problems in the pug world. Yeah, so it doesn't. So it won't press Tombstone for you. So that's... People are going to have to use their noggins on that one too. Because it's not going to Tombstone for you. I think they'll tweak it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's supposed to play the game for you either in terms of like comprehensively. I think it's just supposed to be an aid, which this won't be bad, but you still have to have some knowledge about your class too, in terms of like you're still going to want to do Bone Storm and Tombstone in your Death and Decay. So people are still going to have to know about how the class works to try and use it. But it also, I guess, you look at people that'll be using one button. People that'll be using one button rotation won't be doing high level content anyway, unless they're streamers memeing and things like that. So you obviously get away with things at a lower level, or like an entry level of content where it's not going to matter as well. So, which is no doubt who this feature is designed for. So maybe it's okay, but that was interesting. And I think that'll catch a lot of people out too. No. Come down here and pull aggro someone. D&D. I'm waiting for this spider to run away. No, it doesn't come up with taunt. So that's interesting too. So you have to do that as the player. If they aggro something like this. Fuck me, I couldn't even click on it quick enough before it died, but that's on it there, and it's just D&D was my option. You would have thought there would have been some way to be like, if not tank roll, aggro, taunt. I find that a bit interesting, because like it's still got aggro here, and I can't taunt it. Alright. Well, that solves that one too. A lot of players and forums and streamers said this feature was implemented on behalf of the top 1% players. I don't even know what they mean by that. I don't think so. The top 1% of players aren't going to use the button unless they're like meme and stream challenges. Like, no doubt when this drops on the first day, there'll be a whole bunch of people doing keys with it, and then there'll be like one button 0 to keystone challenges or whatever. But most like people pushing in that won't even use it. The only thing, and again, it's not even going to make, so from the bottom of the barrel, it'll make a difference because it will probably execute rotations better than people that have no idea what they're doing will. But then the moment somebody understands their class and knows what to do, that performance gap will get bigger. So I don't know what's going on there. All right, so if I'm this far away, it's not going to throw glaive. It's going to sigil a spite, which is interesting. It'll immo aura from this far away, but it'll sigil of spite if we're what? Be 20 yards or something there? All right. So it'll sigil. Then it'll sigil a flame. Oh, they don't want it to fell dev like one mob. Sigil. Fell dev. And then fracture. Fracture. Oh, it'll throw glaive for you as well. That's cool on proc. Same kind of deal. I feel like the Vengeance Demon Hunter's kit compared to a Blood DK is far less like complex or convoluted. What I do want to know is if I aggro, like again, I think this will just fit into utility. If I aggro these mobs, will it Sigil of Silence if they're casting out there? I'll come back over here. If I look at them over there, nah, it'll sigil. It'll just sigil of, yeah, cool. All right, so it doesn't Sigil of Silence for you, which to be expected. And it won't do any of your offensives, so no demon spikes. Doesn't interrupt either, so you've still got to manage your interrupts as well. And it doesn't hunt for you either. That's kind of interesting. It doesn't do the hunt for you. Like, this would be a perfect opportunity to press the hunt, but it doesn't do the hunt for you. Which I wonder if that's because it has... because it has the healing impact of it, so it's viewed as a part of a defensive CD, or if it just doesn't press... No, but it pressed Dancing Rune Weapon for Blood DK. I don't think that's too bad for Vengeance. To be fair, I don't think Vengeance sucks that much. Alright. Divine Toll. Avenger's Shield. Must be proximity based. Alright, Shield, Judgment, TR, Big Boom Hammer. Have I dropped Consecrate yet? Hammers, Shield, Judgment, Hammer, Shield, Judgment. There's Conk, yep. Okay. Hasn't thrown out a Divine Toll yet though, which is interesting. It does Hammer of Wrath, Judgment, Blessed Hammers, Consecrate, Avenger's Shield, Eye of TR, Conk, but it doesn't throw Divine Toll out just automatically, but it does if you select... They're probably not close enough. Not they're all judgments. That's interesting. Go across the thing. And it also doesn't Avenging Wrath for you either. So that'll Divine Toll that, but it won't so now it's Divine Tolling that. Avenger's Shield. I'm curious, it won't Divine Toll. Like, even when you've got mobs that cast, it won't throw a Divine Toll. Like, it'll throw a Divine Toll on a setup, but it won't throw one when you're in a pack. Which I find really weird. It throws Avenger's Shield, but it won't throw Divine Toll when you are in combat. It'll throw it when you're out of combat, but not in. That's Avenger's Shield still. Avenger's Shield. That's Judgment. No, well, that's what I wondered, Very, but like, it would Avenger's Shield the caster in that pack. But if I selected the other one, it would come up with Divine Toll. Unless it's supposed to serve as like... I mean, it's going to silence everything. Okay, right. So it's just a range thing. So if you're here, you'd be putting Consecrate down to pull them in. I'm going to assume it's like thinking. See that? If I target these Rook Guards, it comes up with Divine. They're the exact same mob. Avengers, Divine. Wait, did that just change then? It did, look. What's the range on this? 30 and 30. Oh, nah, look. As soon as it goes into range, it swaps over to Avenger's Shield. So it just doesn't throw Divine Toll for you at all. No Divine Tolling. I wonder if that's because they wanted player agency over when to choose like multiple interrupts maybe, which would make sense. Alright, let's see what the warrior's like. Ravager throw, doesn't charge. Heroic throw from there. Okay. If I jump out here, do I charge back in? No, I just heroic throw. Alright, so no charge, and safe to say no intervene abilities come up. And then it looks like it's just shield slam, thunderclap, revenge. It's like the hero talent. So no charge is weird. So it does heroic slow, it does demolish for you. And it does, what the fuck's that ability called again? Thunderous Roar. And I know it does Ravager. Will I Ravager if I pick them? No, I'll heroic throw. Oh yeah, it'll Ravager here. So no demo shout, no avatar, like normal. It's not bad, to be fair. All the defensives exactly the same as all the other tanks are still tied into that. The warrior one's not terrible. Does it execute for you? I don't think it executes either. All right, one button rotation. It's going to put you into bear form, so that's to be expected. So that's good. Oh, I'm a normal bear on the PTR. I don't know about that. Oh well. All right, so we're not moonfiring anyone for aggro. We're running all the way in and mangling them. Wait, no, it doesn't have the one. Oh, dude, that's gonna get so many people. Look, if you put one button, like if you use the one button, it'll change you, but then you've still got to add it to your bear bar. That's gonna fuck some people up. Okay, so we are moonfiring to get people like to pull aggro. That's cool. Lunar Beam, Thrash, Mangle, Thrash. That was Maul actually. Okay, so like bear's like super. It's like 3 buttons. It's not doing anything else for you at all. It's not Rage of the Sleep Ring. It did Lunar Beam. I think it Lunar Beamed. Yeah, it did. It Lunar Beamed. So Thrash, Maul, Mangle. I don't think it's swiped once yet either. There's Lunar Beam again. That's swipe there. Okay. So it does... I mean, I guess there's not a lot else for bear to do. Not in a toxic way. But if it's not doing any of your defensives... But again, no. So it doesn't Rage of the Sleeper. It doesn't Heart of the Wild for you. I'll go to a bigger pool and see if it Rage of the Sleeper like has some weird kick-in feature. If I roar and I grab this stuff, it won't incarn. It won't Rage of the Sleeper. Wow, alright. Alright, let's see what the monk does. Keg Smash. Oh! Okay. That was cool. It's gonna Keg Smash into Chi Burst. So it does Touch of Death for you. So Warrior won't execute, but Monk will Touch of Death. And it also doesn't Spinning Crane Kick at all. It's literally Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, and now I'm just sitting here pressing the button. Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, and Chi Wave. Maybe if I have 3 targets, it'll... Holy shit, nah. What the fuck? That's interesting. I don't like this at all. This is so no exploding kegs, no blackout kicks, no tiger palms, no fucking spinning crane kicks. Bruh. Like, and I don't expect it to do your vivifies or your orbs for you. The monk one ain't it. The monk one is not it. Ooh. the monk. The monk one is fucking terrible. Holy shit. No blackout kick, no rising sun kick, no spinning crane kick, no exploding keg, no tiger palm. What else didn't it do? Ah, the monk one's the worst one by a country mile. The monk one is terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. That's gonna kill so many people. So many people are gonna die. All right, here we go. So, keg smash, and chi burst, and then touch your death straight away. Keg smash pressure. Fuck, it does. It's just keg smash and breath of fire. It doesn't do anything else. There are more buttons in this toolkit. It just mustn't be implemented yet, surely. This can't be it. This cannot be it. Nah, I'm refusing to believe that Brewmaster's finished. There's no way that they were at the boardroom and everyone was around the table and they were like, has everyone got their one button homework to hand in? And the Brewmaster Monk dev went, yo, and slid it across the table. There's just no way. There's no fucking way.